சேட்டன் வந்தல்லே சேட்ட செய்ய வந்தல்லே மனசிலாயோ அன்னியன் அம்பி அம்பி onion. Do you understand? We are going to speak about the India South Africa T20 series. Both the references was with respect to Mr. Sanju Samson. அடிச்சா செஞ்சுரி தாங்க, டைரக்டா ஹீரோ தாங்க, இந்த சைட் கேரக்டர்லாம் கிடையாது. அடிச்சா செஞ்சுரி இல்ல டக் அவுட் அப்படின்னு ஆடிட்டு இருக்காரு அவரு. India had a great series with South Africa. 3-1 win. Could have been 4-0 if for certain tactical decisions which were taken properly. So we'll have a quick discussion about the T20 series, essentially the next gen new look T20 squad, which is most likely broadly going to play the T20 World Cup 2026 because the main squad is in BGT. But I don't think, except for a couple of players, many of them may not be there in the squad, except for a couple, which we will discuss specifically. We have discussed this in the past also. So quickly, Kaushik, India batting.
Um, I mean, if at all say Sanju has probably just 10 fans in India, I'm probably one of them. So I'm such a big fan of Sanju. If not many viewers know about it, I'm a hardcore fan of Sanju Samson, hardcore fan of his bat swing, his elegance, his game between extra covers and mid wicket. I mean, not many modern day batsmen has that game between extra and mid wicket, taking on an off spin, left arm spinner from on to covers and a proper back of length ball to a mid wicket. So but every time I feel that come on, man, you have a better talent than this. You're better equipped with your game than this. Every time he gets out in 10s, 15s, and 20s. Yes, I did have a feel that probably why not this Indian team is giving a slightly longer run to Sanju. And first time they have given it in two back-to-back series, 7 games on the trot, 7 games. 7 games like three T20 hundreds is such a big feat, and 5 games like three T20 hundreds were two back to back, then back to back ducks and another century. It's been, I mean, I told you right, this game is the biggest leveler. Probably after two big centuries, everyone was speaking Sanju, and I was literally expecting he will get the duck out the next match. But the thing was, he got ducks for two consecutive matches, and that's how this game levels itself. So this game make sure even if you're Virat Kohli or Rohit Sharma, it makes sure that you have to land your feet on the ground. So it is the biggest leveler that I know in my personal experience of the game for last 8.5 years. But yeah, again yesterday a flawless game. I mean, it is probably the most flawless and fluent T20 innings, a century from an Indian batsman that I have seen in the last 5 6 years. We have had multiple hundreds. We have had Surya, Tilak, Kishan, and multiple guys scoring the 100 for fun in T20. But this was one to watch to just. It is a beauty of a beast. It's a beautiful beast that we saw yesterday, a 50 ball 100 from Sanju Samson. I mean, it was more about his batting in the series along with Tilak Verma. So that's where I wanted to elaborate on it. I mean, Chetan Vannale விட வேட்டை நல்லன்ற மாதிரி பிரிச்சு எடுத்துட்டான். Yeah, so that is one extraordinary thing. Absolutely elated to see the way Tilak Verma batted. I mean, the way he signaled to Sky and Lakshman after scoring his first century in Centurion is that he literally wanted to bat a three. It seemed like, yes, I told you that I'll bat three and I'll score a century. Literally, he did that yesterday also after scoring the century. So literally, he owns that number three. Maybe people can come up and say his IPL team or his friends could have been a reason why he is being given a choice of three. But when you score back-to-back hundreds at three, I don't think there is going to be any other reasons to back or any other things to manipulate. So that was another brilliant thing. Tilak Verma is one of the brilliant players, but he has to just get his flow, and right now he has his absolute flow. And probably there is not much to speak about other Indian batters because they didn't get the chance to bat much. I mean, we having the lights of Hardik, the Surya, the Rinkos, everything. But I mean, word of appreciation even to Abhishek Sharma. The way he started in the third game, a beautiful 15 centurion, and again yesterday the way he was hitting the balls to the flat, the apartments now just out of the ground where the ball has to be went and collected in rickshaws and share autos. But yeah, that was beautiful to see. I mean, a display of some elegant quality, dominating batting from India. I mean, it was so good to see this.
Yeah. So I think it's a after a long time problem of plenty, good problems to have. The way I'm looking at this, if at all anyone has to come into this squad from the BGT squad, maybe SSV Jaiswal
Correct.
as a backup opener or even replace Abhishek Sharma. He's been very hot and cold. If he clicks, he's great. But he has that bowling which gives his advantage as compared to Jaiswal. Uh, Maybe Rishabh Pant as, of course, the backup keeper. But I think Sanju has to be the primary 11. I think this is the first time. I mean, people keep telling that Sanju is inconsistent, and I think India has also been inconsistent in giving chances
Exactly.
to consistent chances to Sanju. In his 10 years, you will not believe this is the first time he has paid 7 T20s on the trot for India. You can please go and check the facts. This is the first time he had played 7 T20s on the go for India, and the results have shown. Of course, there were two ducks in between, but I think it's fine. I mean, that's the way the game is being played now. So I think it is fine. Great. So I think so. That's I don't think. Uh, I'm not really sure about Gill or Rutraj coming into this squad. I think the mindset of the players, scores being 200, 250, 200. I think 3 out of 4 matches in this, we have scored 200. So I think the game has moved on from anchors for T20 at least. Definitely, I would think. Maybe if you get into a problem, let's say like the second match, we will again start talking about anchors. But I still think. Maybe we should stick to this approach which is currently working for us, because it's great going. And in the midst of all this storm which has been happening in the last two series, we have forgotten one person, Mr. Shivam Dubey. Mr. Shivam Dubey was out of the series because of injury, so he will also be he will also be back. So it's a good to have problem. I don't think many people even remembered. So he played a crucial innings in our T20 World Cup final at the fag end. So I think the batting sort of looks sorted. I think it is more or less the main playing 11 which played this series. I would think, if compared to the 2026 World Cup, maybe subject to the exception of Jaiswal and maybe Bumrah. Uh, so that's on the India batting. India bowling.
Again, I mean, first two matches decent wickets. Next two are, I mean, proper highways. Century and Johannesburg are known for their highway scoring skills. I mean, 220, 230 has been easily chased there, so it's been a high scoring ground. So not much against our bowlers. It has been spin graveyards for spinners when it comes to historical statistics for the last 15 years. So I'm not blaming our spinners, but still they are bowling 15 overs for 160, 170 for 5, 6 wickets, which means it's a massive feat. And it's always said that Johannesburg initial 6 overs it will move the ball, will swing. The difference in yesterday's match was first 6 overs. 6 overs 75 for 1, 6 overs 36 for 4. The way Ashdeep moved the ball both ways, they did not have a clue. To see a guy like Henry Class, and standing there, not realizing what Ashdeep was doing, what was the ball doing from his fingers, the way it came back and hit his patch, I was like, even before the umpire lifted his fingers, I did this at home. I mean, it was a beautiful delivery. Ashdeep has stepped up and silently has become the highest wicket taker of T20 in India. We have been talking that Ashdeep is a big talent. He has to be playing almost boss. He has literally overtaken Gibson the Chahal leading wicket taker for India's in T20s.
In 2 years. He
That's
started, he debuted in
absolute
2022.
feat. It's a massive feat what Ashdeep has. I mean, Sanju's to Ashdeep has achieved a massive feat. No second thoughts on that. So that's been a standout thing from Ashdeep. Akshar has bowled so well. Varun Chakravarti is such a. I mean, many would not, should
Great
not
comeback.
forget.
Great
Many
comeback.
should not forget that Kuldeep Yadav is there. He has been out due to a groin injury. That's the reason he did not play this South Africa series. But I mean, that guy is another. I mean, he's going to be the first thing starter for 2026 World Cup as a spinner. Second spinner is definitely going to be Akshar Patel, who is going to replace Ravindra Jadeja. If at all we play a third spinner, it's going to be a toss up between the Bishnois and Varun Chakravartis and all other things. That comes later for 2026. But for this team, anyone who has got selected has done their role. Hardik Pandya did try one game. Probably he did not get enough in his bat. Again, the problem was we left more number of wickets in the first 6, 8 overs. So that's where we just got caught in the second game. The Port Elizabeth, PE, right? The Port Elizabeth. But other than that, I think it was a completely conventional performances from India. even a bit more than conventional, a bit more dominating performance from India. They just rashed to bits and pieces. Going to South Africa, touring to South Africa, thrashing South Africa to bits and pieces. I did see Markram's body language when he was batting yesterday. I mean, I'm not speaking about India's bowling and South Africa batting every single game, because it was just a control C and control V in every single game. It was just a copy paste and it was too repetitive. And yesterday, I was like, Markram was like, I mean, I don't know what to do beyond this. These guys have just completely dominated us, and I think I don't know what to do either more than giving it up. அப்படின்ற மாதிரி ஒரு பாடி லாங்குவேஜ் அண்ட் அப்ரோச்சில் தான் எஸ்டர்டே நேற்று மார்க்கரம் பேட்டட். த வே அர்ஷ்தீப் சிங் காட் தட் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பால் அவே த அவே ஸ்விங்கர் போட்டு அவனை பீட்டன் எடுத்த அப்புறம் ஐ டிட் சி மார்க்கரம் ஃபேஸ் his body language was ridiculous, and that's where we made him ended up scoring those 280 runs.
Yeah, you spoke about the three spinners. Now coming to the fast bowlers, of course, you have Bumrah and you have Arshdeep Singh, which is a certainty now. On the third pacer, I mean, ரொம்ப நாளா வந்து சிராஜ் ஆடிட்டு இருந்தோம். But do you know that Varun Chakravarti is taken higher wickets than Siraj for India in T20s? So Avesh Khan, we have been trying for a while, but I don't think he has made that impact. So maybe that is one slot which India will need to focus in the upcoming series. We are done with T20s for the calendar year. So the next T20 is with England in Jan 2025. I think we play three T20s, part of the just before the Champions Trophy. Champions Trophy எங்க நடக்க போகுது, யார் கூட நடக்க போகுது, யாரெல்லாம் விளையாட போறாங்க, இந்தியா விளையாட போறாங்களான்னு தெரியல. There was an article.
Is this T20 or 50 overs?
50 overs. 50
Okay.
overs. So there has been an article which said that Champions Trophy was supposed to be edge of the seat, but where the Champions Trophy is going to happen is now become an edge of the seat thriller. So the jokes apart, so now coming back, so that's on India bowling.
One more point of view is probably we both did not touch upon Mohammad Shami, because probably even when it comes to Bumrah, we want to see Shami Bumrah being a big name players, and I don't want to see Shami in T20s probably playing for India. Let him play GT, let him have fun, make good money in IPL, and move with that just to play red ball for India, or worst case the 50 over format. I personally don't want Shami to play the T20 format for India, because there are players for that, and he's been a player who has been putting long spells, so I want that to be his priority.
Yeah, guys like Harshit Rana, Vaishak Vijay Kumar, Akash Madwal, so they all may be tested. Coming to South Africa's batting, I think it was more or less pretty much their first line, first 11. I don't think it was a second string team and all. I don't know, maybe they are out of touch. Klaasen ஏதோ ஒரு மேட்ச் அடிச்சான். Rickleton, Hendricks opening wasn't that great. So let's see. Maybe it's just change in fortunes, and I think one of the points was that possibly they won the toss and choose to bowl all the matches. Maybe they should have batted. So I'm not really sure on that. I don't think it was like a second string team, and also in that context, it's an excellent performance by the Indian bowlers. Maybe Klaasen has been out of form, is what I read. But I think full credit to the Indian bowlers.
Two things where South Africa completely messed up. One is, what is Wotnil Botman doing in your bench? What is Botanil Botman doing in your bench? You have Marco Jansen, you have Gerald Kwadsia. Kwadsia is not your as big a mainstream fast bowler as Botanil Botman, but you say that he can come and hit you big sixes. You say Simalain, right? Simalain can come and hit big sixes. You will say the other medium pacer will come and hit big sixes. Who is going to bowl you 4 overs for 35 bars? Only Marco Jansen has been doing it again and again and again. Who is your mainstream fast bowler? You're benching your mainstream fast bowler in the name that you are needing big sixes to be hit by a number 9 or number 10. I'm not sure if you are getting your team combinations right. They messed up with the team combinations. And another point is that Henrik Klaasen generally gets a good press. I mean, whenever there is a ball bowled full, he'll just get a forward press. He will just go for a bat swing that will take the ball 80-90 meters. ஜென்ரலா இந்த லென்ஸ் அண்ட் பேக் ஆஃப் லென்ஸ்ல ஐபிஎல்ல பார்த்தோன்னா ஒரு மேட்ச்ல அடிப்போம் கேகேஆர் கூட கொல்கட்டால பேக் ஃபுட் போயிட்டு டீப் இன் கிரீஸ் போய் அந்த பட்லர் மாதிரி ஒன்று அடிப்போம். தட்ல அந்த ஒரு ஷாட்ல தே நீட் அ பிரஸ். அந்த வெயிட் ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபர்னு ஒரு கான்செப்ட் சொல்லுவாங்க. ஃப்ரம் பேக் ஃபுட் வெயிட்டை ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபர் பண்ணி ஒரு ப்ரெஸ் ஒன்று கிடைக்கும். அந்த ப்ரெஸ்ஸில் அந்த பவர் ஜென்ரேட் பண்ணுவாங்க. அந்த ப்ரெஸ் கிளாசன் கிட்ட இல்லை. ப்ராபப்ளி ஹிஸ் பேட்டிங் கோச் ரியலைசஸ் தட் அண்ட் ஒர்க்ஸ் ஆன் தட் ஸ்பெசிஃபிகலி. அது என்ன பிரச்சனைன்னு தெரியும், பட் அதில் ஒர்க் பண்ணாமல் விட்டாங்கன்னா Henry Klassen might lead to more disappointments.
Yeah. So, Missy, maybe from a bowling, they were missing their two mainstream fast bowlers. Maybe Rabada was not there, and then maybe Nokia was not there. But still, I think it was excellent batting by India, excellent bowling by India. I think we'll have to give credit.
Definitely.
The other point I think we missed, we touched this earlier, but second match when they were almost seven down, Varun Chakravarti took 5 wickets and it was spinning like anything. Bishnoi was bowling good. Akshar bowled only 1 over in that match. I don't know what was really the thought process. This guy, Stubbs, was also struggling. And அப்போ வந்துட்டு you could have bowled Akshar. Maybe a couple of overs, maybe we could have won 4-0. So that was the point.
அதாவது அக்ஷர் not just he just bowled the 1 over. And the 1 over of Akshar Patel was unplayable. They came friend, they went back and they did not have a clue about what they are doing about Akshar and what they have to do against Akshar in that particular over. And I was surprised to see Hardik bowling the 50th or 15th over. If at all Akshar had bowled 4 straight overs, he would have won by 20 runs.
Yeah. Maybe a brain fade moment by Sky, but I think largely I think he's been good in captaincy. Giving opportunities to Tilak is commendable. Giving up his position, he scored 2 centuries.
Bowling 4 overs of Ramandeep yesterday.
Yeah, Ramandeep. Just starting to love that guy. Came first ball debut 6 in South Africa. So
அதுதான் see பேசிக்கா that's how you have to prepare players. நீ இன்டர்நேஷனல் போன உடனே அந்த ப்ரெஸ்ஸை பார்த்தா ஐயோ அப்படிலாம் நடுங்கவே முடியாது. தட் கை வென்ட் டு திஸ் எமர்ஜிங் கப். அங்க வந்து ஆப்கானிஸ்தான் கூட லூசிங் மேட்ச்ல ஒரு சூப்பர் ஃபைட் நாக் வந்தான். எல்லாருமே வந்து who is this guy அப்படின்னாங்க. வந்தா முதல் பால் அதுவும் வந்து சவுத் ஆப்பிரிக்கன் சீமர்ஸ் were so intelligent that this guy is a debut person. I can bowl him full and get him out of the stumps. டேய் அவன் எவ்வளவு லாங் சிக்ஸ் அடிப்பான் தெரியுமாடா. அவனுக்கு ஃபுல்லர் லென்ஸ் போடுறாங்க. கேட்டா ஸ்டம்ப்ஸ் எடுத்துடலாமா. டெபியூ ஆகுது 10வது மேட்ச் ஆகுது. அவனுக்கு நீ ஃபுல்லர் லென்ஸ் ஸ்லாட்ல இவன் நம்ம அபினவ் முகுந்த்ல ஸ்டைல்ல சொன்னோம்னா ஸ்லாட்ல போட்டா பார்க்கிங் ஸ்லாட்ல அடிப்பான்டா.
yeah, so great signs for India T20 cricket. Hopefully they catch up this momentum. Great signs for the 2026 World Cup. So yeah, so we'll maybe catch up in the next video. Thank you,
With the
viewers.
Border Gavaskar Trophy build-ups.
Yeah. So thank you, viewers. Thank you for your time. If you like the content, please do like, comment, and subscribe. Follow Beyond Bound.
Yeah. Also, if at all you have any thoughts, do share it in the comment section. We'll come back to you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bye. Thank you.